Food deserts pose a serious health threat to many El Pasoans. It's affecting men, women, and children of all ages.
However, several people don't know what a food desert is. ABC-7 reporter Evan Folan explains in this special report.
Your weekly trip to the grocery store probably feels routine.
What's the closest grocery store you have to your house?
Close to my house is Walmart.
But for Margarita and others living in a food desert, it's a different story. Rosa Mejia walks over 3 miles to get her groceries.
Hay veces que me voy caminando, atravesando aquí por el desierto.
She says sometimes I have to take a shortcut through the desert to make the distance shorter to Walmart. And what is a food desert?
The food desert is a location where more than a third of the population living in that area lives more than a mile from a grocery store or a major supermarket if they're in an urban area, and more than 10 miles if they're in a rural area. There are many neighborhoods throughout El Paso that qualify as food deserts. Food deserts typically occur in neighborhoods that are low income.
Es muy difícil porque yo no gano mucho dinero.
She says that it is very difficult because her income is very small and it's very difficult to manage, adding, I have a small family, but it's very difficult to have enough food for all of them to eat, which can lead to health issues.
If people don't have access to healthy, affordable food, it can cause problems with all sorts of chronic diseases,
including obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. One neighborhood near Horizon City is located right in the middle of a food desert.
As you saw coming up this road, there's nothing for 3 miles.
This is where we came across the El Pasoans Fighting Hunger Food Bank, an organization that helps feed as many as 100,000 El Pasoans.
For some families, the food pantries are a really critical source of food for their families, and that's a real problem because oftentimes those pantries can't provide more than about the equivalent of maybe $20 worth of groceries once or twice a month for a family, the average size of 4, let's say. So that's not enough food.
When you do pick up your food here, is this what kind of helps you get through the month?
Yes. Well, not exactly all months, but it's health.
They might not know where their next meal's coming from, or if they know where it's going to come from, they got to make a tough decision of whether they're going to pay the light bill, electric bill, or buy food.
How do you afford, food or, healthy food?
I divide it a little bit by little bit.
One woman I spoke with from Horizon City who actually lives in a food desert says she walks 3 miles through an actual desert to get to her local grocery store. And when she finally reaches her destination, which is right here, she goes in, she buys what she needs, and then she makes the trek back home with her hands full of grocery bags.
When it's heavy, yes. it's difficult.
People shouldn't have to do that. There should be food, adequate food and nutritious food available to them within walking distance.
Evan Folan, ABC-7.
The Paso del Norte Institute for Healthy Living has introduced Fresh Place, which will not only provide healthier and fresher food to clients, but will also offer them one-on-one counseling. The Institute will help recipients with goal setting with the hopes of one day getting them off food services.